Hi everybody, thanks for checking out my review for this Soocoo C30 action camera. Those of you who have been following me know that I already own one of these cameras and I already love the camera. So why did I get another one? It's actually for one very specific reason, and it's this remote. I had a different camera that had the wrist remote on it, and I used it all the time. I like to dive, so having this on my helmet or on my mask, or any of the stuff you use an action camera for, it's so much easier just to be able to push a button, on your wrist to take a picture or start the video recording, rather than trying to reach around up top and know if you got it going or not. So anyway, I picked one of these up because they're not very expensive and they're really great quality. So I'm gonna just go through an unboxing with you real fast, and then we'll get some actual test footage. There's more footage on the other C30 that I have because I actually was able to take it to the beach. Starting to get too cold to go to the beach, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll get there or not to do some testing on this, but you can check it out on YouTube and see test footage from the other one. It's the exact same base camera. So you can see it comes it's in the waterproof case. One thing I will say about these C30s is the waterproof case is actually a little bit hard to get off, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously you don't want it popping open when you're not trying to. So, but it takes a little bit more. So you slide this that way, that little lever, and then open it up. So it's not too hard once you get the hang of it. So we'll take that out. Let me see if, normally comes with a battery. I don't know if the battery's gonna be charged enough. Awesome, it is. All right, so let's run through. Nope, it's not. All right, so I'm gonna charge the battery and then I'll come back and I'll run you through some of the settings. But for now, let's go ahead and finish unboxing because this does come with a lot of accessories. So it comes with that, obviously, and the camera. We'll pull out some of these accessories here. Looks like an extra back door, whole bunch of different mounts, tripod mount, some screw mounts. This one's a handlebar mount, charging cable. Man, this just comes with a lot, doesn't it? So here's some more, some cable ties, your instructions, some more ties, lens cloth. You just keep pulling stuff out. This comes with a whole lot of stuff. Pretty much everything that you're going to need to get started from what I can see. Yeah, some more mounts, and then the strap and the remote itself. So you can see it does come with this strap as well, the wrist strap. Whoops. But you can see it has a camera button or a video record button. So you can actually control both of that. So clearly that's an awful lot of stuff that it comes with. I feel like you get a really good cost to benefit ratio when buying the C30. One, because it comes with all the accessories you need, but also it's just a really good camera. It's got adjustable viewing. I don't really care to have everything I film be in the 170 degrees, but it's there when I need it. So most of the time I'll film it like a 90 or something. But let me get this battery charged. I'll get this stuff all cleaned up. And I will run you through some of the settings and then show you some test footage. Okay, so before I actually waste my time getting it charged, I want to get this up there. So I forgot that this actually comes with two batteries. So I changed the battery out. The second one is perfectly charged. So to change the battery, all you do is lift this up. That little switch there. This was one of my big complaints with the older version of it. Come on, camera focus. With the older version of it was that this little door was super hard to get off. So it's really nice that they fixed that for this version. All you do is lift that up, the door comes out, and you have this little ribbon, pull the ribbon out, slide the new battery back in, and you're back in business. So the other thing that I really liked about this, all right, so we're snapped, is that it comes with the SD card already in it. So you get a 32 gigabyte SD card. You can see, there it is. It's a Kingston brand, which is a good brand. It's a brand I've used for years too, so I was happy they didn't throw in an off brand, because you really want to have at least a class 10 when you're using when you're using these cameras, otherwise you might have an issue. All right, so to turn it on, it's this button right here on top. There you go. The front button as well right here. That's the button that you use to cycle through your settings. So you can see up here in the corner, just changed from video to camera. And again, that's the play to review. Sorry, my camera's having a hard time focusing. All right, there we go. So just to run through some of the settings, I have the settings set for Ultra HD. Loop recording, I do 10 minutes because I really don't like it every 3, whatever you want. Gyroscope, make sure that's on. The gyroscope on this thing is amazing. Really, out of all of the action cameras that I've seen, this C30 has the best gyroscope by far. You can get away with a lot of really, really jerky movements, and it smooths it nice. Put that one on. Time-lapse, I like time-lapse off. Motion detection, record audio, obviously you want that on. Date stamp, I take that off as well. The angle, this is actually huge. Make sure that you get, if you don't go with the Soocoo, I really recommend this camera because it's an awesome price to feature ratio in my opinion. But if you decide to look for another one, make sure you have an adjustable viewing angle, because the fisheye is awesome when you need it, but really you don't want it for everything. It gets annoying to watch when it's long videos. So I actually film most of it in 70 degrees, but you have all the way from 170 to 70. Which is awesome. Diving mode, that changes some of the red settings. Night scene, I haven't really tried out. I should try that out. Self timer, image size, I'm gonna make sure that it's up at 20 megapixels. This is for the still. The burst, you can do, I don't really care to have a burst. Quality, I have it all the way up. Sharpness, I have it all the way up. White balance, color, the ISO, and the exposure value. So this is something that I think is awesome. When you're looking at the GoPro, obviously they have these kind of settings, but most of the smaller or the less expensive cameras, you know, the ones that don't cost you $400 or $500, don't really give you a lot of these video settings. So to be able to change those settings is awesome. Anti-shaking, make sure that's on too. And then Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi will actually sync with your phone, so it makes it really easy to transfer videos or upload to Facebook, anything like that. It also lets you use an app, which is cool because this actually puts out its own Wi-Fi signal. So you have your own SSID which you can change. I'm gonna have to click through all of them here for a sec. You want to change your password, obviously, but you link it with your phone, and then you can use your phone screen to see everything that's on the C30 as well. You can take stills and start your video, everything from your phone. So that's cool, and that's what I've been doing with my old one. But I really like this because obviously I'm not taking my phone when I'm going diving or when I'm doing other stuff that might be not phone friendly. The auto power off. 3 minutes is good for that. So you can see it's got a ton of settings. I mean, we're still the beep sound, the voice prompt, so this will tell you when it's recording. I personally don't like that all that much, except for in certain situations. OSD, car accessory, TV mode, screensaver, frequency. So if you do happen to have an issue where somebody else is running a camera on the same frequency, you can just change yours there. Format, and then all the rest of the information. Now we're back to the beginning. So this is a really great camera. It comes with a lot of accessories. It has a lot of settings. My previous C30 took great footage as well. I'm going to go ahead and take this specific camera out to get some footage for you. It'll be similar to the one that I did for those of you who saw my C30 review previously. It's going to be pretty similar. I don't think I'm going to get out to the beach. I'm going to try. If I don't get out to the beach, I'll upload this so you can see it, and then I'll try to post an update with the underwater footage. To be honest, I expect the underwater footage to be the same as the last C30 because it's essentially the same camera, just a newer version of it, which is great. You don't really see any loss of quality filming underwater. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with some test footage from this camera. All right, so you could hear that I was using the voice prompt there. and that is actually the reason why I don't use them very often. I don't like that they overlap some of the recording. It is really good when you have the camera like on your head, so that you know that you actually started your video, but for the most part I don't use it too often. What I did want to do this time is show you the transition from sunny to shady, because that's pretty much the hardest thing on these cameras. So you can see bright and sunny to the shade. Does a nice job of transitioning. So that's pretty much all that I want to show you. This is the 70 degrees, so what I'll do is I'll just switch it to 170 real fast so that you can see there is pretty excellent quality. Let's get down to some flowers here. Yeah, so pretty. Alright, so let me switch it to the 170 and show you the difference. I'll pick it up right at this exact same spot so you can see the tree. We'll do this. I'll put the tree right there to the left so you can see how much of a difference it makes. Alright, so this is running at 170. You can see it makes a huge difference as far as your viewing angle goes. One thing else that I do kind of want to show you, well, I guess I'll show you that. It doesn't really make any difference on the performance of the camera, but what I want to show you is the gyroscope. I'm going to move this as fast as I can left and right, and so you can see at the end it kind of smooths it out for you, which is just awesome. I mean, it does a crazy good job of it. I'm moving it as fast as I can from the left and the right, and it makes it still watchable. So like I said, all in all, this is a really great camera. The upgrades on this version of it, there's only a few minor upgrades like the battery door, I think that well, and the wristband as well, but it makes a difference. So I'm super happy with this camera, and you won't go wrong if you choose Soocoo.